Hey, what's going on, people? Your boy, man, Mike, coming at you guys with yet another video, man. This was live, baby. Live, live, live. All right, man. Just got to talk about. There's a clear misconception with Atlanta Falcons fans, and they feel as though that the Atlanta Falcons 2016 team was just this, offensive juggernaut, and they were for the most part in some areas, but there is an area that a lot of Falcons fans are just misinformed. All right, you're misinformed, and actually had a quote unquote in his eye. I guess he felt like um the Falcons were just in 2016, they were damn near unstoppable. That the offensive line was just this great offensive line. The wide receivers and whatnot were doing their thing. Running backs were just Falcons just had very little weaknesses. And one of the areas of that 2016 offense, and it's just has always been the case with the Atlanta Falcons. They cannot protect Matt Ryan. They cannot protect Matt Ryan. They've never truly been able to protect Matt Ryan, especially in the Dirk Cutter area, in the Kyle Shanahan era. It doesn't matter. The Falcons have always had issues protecting Matt Ryan. People, we were not a top offensive line. I don't know where you guys are getting this. Who told you this? Where you're reading this from? The Falcoholic. If you got it from the Falcoholic, I guarantee you're lying, because the Falcoholic, we've all broken this down. That the Falcons offensive line has always had issues protecting Matt Ryan. This is nothing new. It has been a problem for years. Why do you think we have a top offensive line? In 2016, what has always helped the Atlanta Falcons were two things. And this is one of these things that I posted last night, and a lot of people did not understand what I was saying about the Houston Texans. That having a mobile quarterback does not fix offensive issues. It does not solve all of your problems offensively. Falcons fans, hear me again. Having a mobile quarterback who can scramble does not fix your issues offensively. It does not. In a lot of ways, it hurts your offense. Why? Because you're putting more emphasis on designing plays to get the quarterback out and use his leg, use his ability. And oftentimes, running quarterbacks actually run into sacks, run into getting hit, run into blitzes, because they're so confident in their ability to scramble, they take too many chances. And there's only one guy that I remember, two guys that I totally remember that did not take chances, too many chances, as far as their scrambling is concerned. That's Russell Wilson and Steve Young. These guys did not take too many chances. But they still got hit. They still got hurt. Running quarterbacks do not solve issues. For the past how many years? This is like the third year, fourth year for Deshaun Watson. And each year he's in the top 5 as being hit and sacked. Why? Because his offensive line sucks. His offensive line sucks. Running quarterbacks don't solve all your problems. It adds a dimension to your offense, but it does not solve issues. And like I said, look at Mike Vick. Go look at how many games Michael Vick has finished a season. How many seasons did Michael Vick actually play in every single game? Go look at it. I'm sure you guys got Google, okay? You can look at it right now. Look at Michael Vick's games where he played a complete season without any injuries, being a mobile quarterback. Mobile quarterbacks very seldom finish his games. And that's what I was trying to say about Deshaun. People thinking I'm just, oh man, Mike is tripping, man. How you gonna hate on Deshaun? Bro, read it again. Comprehension is not a strength for everyone. And maybe I could have done a better job of explaining that. But I guess some people just don't understand, bro. I guess some people just don't understand. And like I said before, it's all cool. It's all highlights. It's great to see players making these big plays, running the ball, especially quarterbacks. It's always good to see quarterbacks scramble. It is. It's exciting. But a mobile quarterback, bro, you better have a damn good offensive line, because if you don't, this dude is going to get hurt. Look at Pat Mahomes. Hurt on a run, pretty much a run play. Trying to get the first down. Russell Wilson. A lot of these guys are just running for their lives. Quarterbacks are running for their lives. Why do you think Matt Ryan has played almost over 200 games, and this dude has missed only 2 out of his entire career? He's not a mobile quarterback. Pocket quarterbacks typically play longer, stay healthier. They are not hit as much. This is just facts. The idea that mobile quarterbacks solve issues offensively isn't true. And in this aspect, this is why I say you have to be careful with mobile quarterbacks, building your team around mobile quarterbacks, because you happen to see a guy who had the ability to scramble. And Andrew Luck, he can scramble, he can move. And that's why teams play him aggressively. And that offensive line, that offense with the coach, they did not build a proper offensive line to protect this dude. And this is what happens. I'm not trying to upset you guys, but this is facts, bro. I hate to bring it to you. It's all cool to see mobile quarterbacks. But if you don't have a proper offensive line, bro, you're going to struggle. Yeah, you're going to struggle. And that's what you're seeing with the Atlanta Falcons, bro. That's what we're seeing around the league. And then, like I said, it's cool. Let me zoom in just a little bit more. Zoom in just a little bit more, okay? Want to see if y'all guys can see that. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Saints choke, baby. It's always good to see the Saints choke. But bro, like this is what I mean. This is what I see over and over again. Falcons fans, we want to see Danny Etling because he can scramble. We want to have a guy like, Joe Burrow. We want a guy like Trevor Lawrence, because these guys can move around. We love a Tim Tebow. We love, Russell Wilson. We love all these, we love Lamar Jackson. But if you don't properly build a team, build an offensive line, bro, I don't give a damn how fast you run. You're not gonna run away from a 6-7 man blitz. Ask Michael Vick. This dude ran a 4.2 4.3 at quarterback. The greatest scrambling quarterback of all time, in my opinion. And this dude still couldn't stay healthy. Still couldn't stay healthy. They eventually got to him. How many times Michael Vick sprung an ankle, broke a leg, broke his ankle because he got hit? Mobile quarterbacks do not last in the NFL. And oftentimes, these guys get hurt. They get hit more than pocket quarterbacks. This is not just me talking. These are facts. And like I said before, in 2016 with the Atlanta Falcons, and look, he decided to unsubscribe to the channel, but this is the reason why I said this. I like to do live to kind of clear up misconceptions with Atlanta Falcons fans. The Falcons' offensive line in 2016 was absolutely porous. Matt Ryan got hit in 2016 over 100, I think it was 103 or 104 times, right below Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson was the most hit quarterback in the league in 2016, if I believe that correctly. And then he ended up tearing an ACL and was out for the season. This is what happens when you do not build a proper offensive line. Doesn't matter if you're a pocket quarterback. Doesn't matter if you're a scrambling quarterback. Scrambling quarterbacks and most times they hurt your offense. And like I said, Matt Ryan, the Atlanta Falcons have never been a top, okay? I don't know where you guys are getting this from. Don't listen to ESPN. Don't listen to these guys. They don't go to deep dive into real statistics. Read the Falcoholic. Listen to myself, Unintentional Ground, The Real Patman, Aaron Freeman, Scott Kasaric. Like, these guys are giving you the truth and the facts of the matter. Rise Up Reader. All these guys are giving you nothing but stack. Matt Carrolley. All of these guys. Listen to us, bro. Stop listening to ESPN. They're not giving you the truth. They're not. Stop it. I don't know where you guys are reading this. That the Falcons had a top offensive line. The main reason why the Atlanta Falcons scored so many points and was so dynamic in 2016 is because we had athletes. Kyle Shanahan did a great job of getting big plays and designing plays off of play action with Devontae Freeman, Tevin Coleman. He used these guys as receivers. He used them in the run game. He used the tight ends well. He had Julio Jones. You know what I'm saying? He used Mohamed Sanu. He used all these guys to the best of their ability. Kyle Shanahan did a great job in his second year as offensive coordinator of maximizing our talent. Even still, the Falcons still had one of the worst offensive lines as far as protecting Matt Ryan. I hate to tell it to you, bro. We weren't as good as we thought we were. That's why we're struggling right now. We're still struggling right now with the offensive line because we never addressed the truth of the matter. We weren't that good to begin with. Even in Super Bowl, it came to fruition that the Falcons' offensive protection was a problem. Devontae Freeman missed a block. Jake Matthews had a holding penalty in pass protection. Ryan Schrader got hurt. Had to bring in someone, and they still end up getting to Matt Ryan. All this came in the second half of the season. The Patriots attacked our weakness, which was pass protection, and we lost the Super Bowl. We weren't that good to begin with. And like I said, I am not here to give you guys nothing but I'm not here to tell you guys that, you're stupid and I'm smart. That's not that's not that's not what I'm doing. I'm here to give you nothing but the truth and the facts of the matter, dog. I hate to tell you, bro. I hate, like, seriously, I hate to bust your bubble, Falcons fans. We weren't that good to begin with. But when you're making big plays, you're scoring 30 points, nobody ever pays attention to how many times Matt Ryan got sacked, how many times Matt Ryan got hit. Nobody pays attention to any of that. Now we're seeing it. We got two offensive coordinators, and Steve Sarkisian, and now Dirk Cutter, and we still have that same issue with pass protection. Still have that same issue. Now we're finally addressing the offensive line, drafting Chris Lindstrom and Caleb McGarry. This is the first time we've really addressed the offensive line, drafting the offensive line in years. Hell, if it wasn't for Alex Mack coming in and somewhat stop the bleeding, we would still have a terrible offensive line. This is just a fact, bro. I hate it. We weren't that good. And like I said, I don't know where Falcons fans get this, and I understand when you're scoring 30 points a game and you're outscoring your opponent, you're winning games, stats like this can easily get lost. And people will not understand this. People will not know this. Even this year, the Falcons stats, one of these stats that got lost. The Falcons lost. They could have easily been 10-6. I don't know if it would have been a playoff team, but the Falcons could have easily been 10-6 this year. Ended the year 79, but the Falcons could have easily been 10-6. They lost 3 games. Tennessee, the Colts, and another team, I forget, Seattle. 3 games. One possession. One possession away from losing the game. Arizona, that's another game. Arizona. We lost by 1 point. A missed field goal from Matt Bryant. That's another stat that got lost. Like, these are the things that get lost in winning and losing seasons. And if it's not for me and guys like I named before, Aaron Freeman, the real Patman, Falcoholic, Rise Up Reader, Blog and Dirty, all these guys are providing you with these stats. But we have a ton of Falcons fans that they rather just play stupid. They rather just remain dumb, ignorant. We weren't that good to begin with, Falcons fans. And this is what we're finally getting to the truth of the matter. Falcons have to address the trenches. We're not getting the best offensive line talent. We're not getting the best defensive line talent. We need to address the trenches. And Rashad has said this over and over and over again. Flash over substance. Beef up both sides of the ball. And this is just the facts of the matter, dog. And like I said, I'm not here to, bash you guys and say, oh, man, you don't know what you're talking about. You're smart. I'm dumb. Like, no. That's not. It's about the truth, Falcons fans. And you're not going to hear this from ESPN. ESPN don't want anything to do with anybody that's not named Tom Brady or LeBron James, okay? Let's just be honest. Your boy Trae Young and Luka is absolutely tearing up the league, and they still talking about the Lakers and damn LeBron James. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Luka, Doncic, Trae Young are tearing up the league, and we're still talking about the damn Lakers and LeBron James. Like, this is what I'm talking about. You're not going to get the truth and the facts of the matter from places like ESPN and Fox. Even with Skip and Shannon, all they talk about is LeBron James and the Lakers and the damn Cowboys. Every episode, that's what we get. They don't give us credit. They didn't even give Tennessee the credit last night. They didn't even give Tennessee. They won the damn game, and every cameraman on the sideline rushed to the damn Patriots to interview the Patriots. And then when Tom Brady and the Patriots ran off the field, that's when they decided, they gone. Let's interview the Titans. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Skill. Skill. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, they don't want to talk about the truth and the facts of the matter. And like I said, bro, like, yes, detail. Like, they forgot about Pat Mahomes, bro. They don't want to, they do not want to give us fans the truth and the facts of the matter. And like I said before, I'm not here to tell you guys that you are all wrong all the time. Because like I said, I've been wrong about plenty of times. Plenty of things. Especially about the damn draft. Especially about the draft and who we're going to sign, who. Man, I thought Vic Beasley was good as gone. And I'm a Vic Beasley supporter. Everybody know on my Twitter account, I support Vic Beasley. Okay? That's what I have on my Twitter account. Matt Mike Sports on Twitter. I have it. I support Vic Beasley. That's what I have. So I'm a big Vic Beasley fan. I thought he was gone. And they end up bringing him back, and then he leads the team in sacks. You see what I'm saying? Like, these are the things anybody can be wrong about at any given time. I've been wrong. We've all been wrong. But like I said before, dog, like, we have to crush this narrative that the Falcons offensive line is just this great. But Quavo said, let's get rid of Vic Beasley. Yeah, man, Quavo. Man, Quavo don't know what he's talking about, bro. Quavo don't know what he's talking about, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are nothing but the facts and the truth of the matter, dog. I know I know everybody want to be right about, what they think, and a lot of times, like I said, a lot of bias, a lot of ego gets, get lost in the shuffle because we want to be right about everything, like your boy Kenny. Your boy Kenny want to be right about everything, even when he wrong. Everybody in the whole United States tell Kenneth that he's wrong. This dude will not admit defeat. You were just wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. I get it, bro. This dude would not give up, bro. Everybody told him that he wrong. This dude, man, we get how many damn definitions we put out there, and this dude still didn't want to be wrong. Know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, the truth of the fact of the matter, man, I know, like I said, blind love for your team goes for any fan, all right? And for me, that goes for me, this goes for you. It damn sure goes for these damn ain'ts. And Michael Thomas, that dude has 7 catches for 70 yards, talking about he the best receiver in the game. Mofo, nobody ain't thinking about doubling teaming your ass, your slow ass. Ain't nobody thinking about double teaming no damn tight end. That's what you are. Falcons up here putting damn Isaiah Oliver on you. Man, they don't respect you, bro. Nobody respects him. You didn't see Xavier Rhodes on Michael Thomas the entire game. Nobody respects Michael Thomas like that. He's not a big play receiver. I've stated this plenty of times. What the Saints do with Michael Thomas is move him around so he can get those 10-yard receptions and get yards after the catch. That's how he gets 1,700 yards in a game, in a season. Ain't nobody triple teaming no damn Michael Thomas. They worried about Alvin Kamara making big plays. They worried about stopping Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill was more of a big play receiver than you today, bro. Nobody cares about a tight end. When was the last time you saw a deep pass thrown to Michael Thomas? Okay? Anything over 20 yards? I don't remember. Anything over 20 yards, I cannot remember Michael Thomas catching anything deep. And I dare Saints fan to come up. Yeah, the dude has a damn good year statistically. But when you damn near the only receiver on that team, you got Taysom Hill playing tight end, quarterback, running back. This dude doing everything. And you trying to tell me that Michael Thomas is the best receiver in the game? Bro, get out of my face. Quavo said that Michael Thomas sucks. You're damn right, Quavo. And that's it. These times like this, Stephon Diggs is more of a threat than he is, bro. And here go Kenneth. You being stupid don't affect me. Oh, man. The dictionary has the truth more than one meaning. Okay, whatever you say, dog. That man got 1,700 yards in a season with almost 140, 150 receptions. Shit, you got 150 damn thousand. You got 140 receptions. All you had was 1,700. Damn, Julio had that with 90 catches. Julio had 1,600 with 90 catches. This dude had 140 something catches in a season. All he got was 1,700 yards. Come on, bro. All he had was 1,700, 140 receptions. You telling me that's all Michael Thomas got? Julio did that with 90 catches. Julio had 1,600 with 90 catches. You telling me Michael Thomas the best receiver in the game? Somebody got some explaining to do because I don't understand that. Hold up, let me look at these stats. Julio Jones, career stats, because I guess somebody got to explain something to me. 1,800. Good God, man, Julio Jones like 100. 140 catches. Hold on, Julio in 2018, 113 for 1,600. 88 catches in 2017, 1,400. 83, 1,400. 136, he had 1,800. All right. Julio Jones in 2015 under Kyle Shanahan had 136 receptions at 1,800 yards. Let me look at Mr. Michael Thomas. All right, he's supposed to be the best receiver in the game. Hold on. Let me look at the catch per the average per catch. On top of that, all right, since they seem to believe that Michael Thomas is just some great receiver, he's the best receiver in the game. You know what I'm saying? They may have 13, an average of 13.8, 1,800 yards, Julio Jones, in 2015. Let me look at what Michael Thomas has done this season. Because some people got some explaining to do, dog. They got some explaining to do. I don't know where this narrative, because you had the most reception, the most yards, that your yards are not. Your yards are just, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Nobody can convince me that because you had the most receptions and the most yards that you the best receiver in the game. If they really feared you that much, you think they would at least try to double team you in the game? If you were that good, if you were that good of a receiver, you think they would triple team you? I would think so. I've seen Hopkins triple team. I've seen Antonio Brown triple team. I've seen Odell Beckham triple team. But I've never seen one team ever triple team Michael Thomas. I've never seen a team triple team Michael Thomas. Ever. And I could be wrong. I could easily be wrong. But I've never seen that happen. Triple team Michael Thomas for what? The dude runs a 4.5. This dude runs like a 4.4, like a 4.5, 4.6. This dude got tight end speed. And these Saints, bro, how many times are you gonna cry? How many times is gonna be the ref's fault? How many times is gonna be the ref's fault for everything? Every time I turn around, you guys are crying, talking about they did this, the refs cheated us out of this, it was holding, it was a push off, they cheated us out of a touchdown, they didn't review this, they didn't. Oh my God, would you shut the hell up? Would you shut up with all this complaining? Never seen a team cry as much as the damn Saints. Every time they lose, the coach goes crying. The players, Cam Jordan, crybaby ass, Michael Thomas, come out here posting, talking about teams disrespecting us. Ain't nobody disrespecting your sorry ass. Nobody cares about you. Talk about somebody disrespecting. Bro, nobody cares about you, Michael Thomas. These dude 13-3. You talking about somebody disrespecting y'all? Sean Payton again. I'm gonna tell you the truth of the matter. Sean Payton cost him this game. You guys can check me out on Facebook. All right, check me out on Facebook. Michael Anthony Benson on Facebook. That's me. Check me out. I've said this. You guys can have a conversation with me, bro. But I've said this even on Facebook. You can check me out on Twitter. Well, it doesn't matter. Instagram. It don't matter, bro. But I said this during that game. They had that game won. When Taysom Hill had that run, all he had to do was just run the damn ball and run the clock out. But no. Sean Payton had the damn Kyle Shanahan it up. He had to Shanahan the game up. Being cocky, being arrogant, thinking he would just come out here and just, deliver a knockout blow. All you had to do was just give him a little jab here, give him a little shake and shiver, Floyd Mayweather style, Muhammad Ali style. That's all you had to do. Just give him a jab here, give him a jab there. No, you want to come out with a home run. All you had to do was just run the damn clock out. But no, they came out the very next play after the Taysom Hill run. All they had to do was just run the damn ball and you would have won the game for the most part. Nope. They comes out throwing. Minnesota get pressure on the quarterback. And Drew Brees fumbled the ball. Thanks, Mr. Cocky. Thank Mr. Arrogant. Thanks to Mr. Arrogant, Sean Payton. All they had to do was just run the damn ball. No. Sean Payton wanted to just embarrass people. That's what they get. That's what happens when you're arrogant. That's what happens when you're arrogant, bro. I mean, even I want to say the Patriots. I want to say the Patriots have been very arrogant. I think they've been extremely arrogant over the past couple of years, man. They're desperate. They're old. They know Tom Brady is old. And one thing that I don't like is that every time Tom Brady fails, they have this same excuse. You got to get Tom Brady some help. He ain't got no help. Bro, how do you go, 12-4, and you tell me you ain't got no help? That ain't no excuse, bro. You're 12-4. What are you talking about? You don't got no help. Every time he loses, Tom Brady needs more weapons. Tom Brady needs more help. Like, what are we talking about? At home, Minnesota Falcons, what's good, bro? Archangel, you suck at night. Kanan, Lewis Striker. What's good, everybody, man? Like, how many times are we gonna do this? Every time they lose, he needs help. When Matt Ryan can't get the proper protection from his offensive line, the running backs aren't running the ball well, guess who falls it is? Oh, it's Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan sucks. Still have issues defensively. Not getting consistent pressure. The coverage has been absolutely atrocious for the first half of the season. Coverage was terrible the first half of the season. But somehow that was Matt Ryan's fault. But Tom Brady can't throw the damn ball 20 yards, and somehow it's everybody else's fault except for Tom Brady. Like, I love how these excuses. The man just old as hell, okay? That just call. Oh, crap. All right. Seattle-Philly game is final 17-9. No real surprise. Philadelphia's just not a good team. Just hate to see it, especially when they go down, when you lose your star quarterback, Carson Wentz again. And I feel for Philly. Carson Wentz he just seemed like he's just a mess, bro. Carson Wentz just looked like he's an absolute mess. Carson Wentz is probably done, man. And like I said, I feel for Philadelphia fans, even though they're a piece of crap. That's a disgusting fan base, bro. Just gonna be real. Philadelphia Eagles fans are absolutely disgusting. I hate them. They're a disgusting bunch. I will never forgive them for what they did to Michael Irvin. This dude laying on the damn ground, motionless. Like this dude got a neck injury, and they up there cheering while the guy can't even move on the ground. He's laying on the ground, about to be carted off the field because he can't feel his neck, he can't feel his body, can't feel his leg, his arms. Down there, broken neck, and the Philadelphia fans are cheering. To hell with that damn fan base. To hell with them. But I hate all these damn excuses. I hate these freaking excuses for everybody else except for Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan can't. I don't know. Matt Ryan has never had a top 10 defense in his 11 years as a pro, and we still talking about Tom Brady ain't got no help. Like, what the fuck, dog? Like, come on. This dude had what, the number one, number top. I know they was a top 5 defense this year, and you tell me this dude couldn't even get to the NFC Championship with a top 5 defense, and Matt Ryan sucks? Man, you give Matt Ryan a top 10 defense, I guarantee you that's a Super Bowl championship. And nobody can convince me otherwise. Sergeant AR-10, what's good, dog? Matt Ryan has never had a top 10 defense ever. And I don't know how many times Tom Brady has had a top 10 defense. I know it's more than 3 times in his career. I know that for a fact. This dude had a top 5 defense this year. And they couldn't do anything. Because this dude can barely throw 20 yards. And you trying to tell me it's everybody else's fault except for Tom Brady? Why don't you just admit the dude just old, man? Damn, the dude been playing longer than my little brother been alive. Like, what the hell? This dude been playing almost 20 years. You trying to tell me that maybe it's everybody else's fault? Maybe it's just Mohamed Sanu's fault. Maybe it's Edelman. Maybe it's everybody else's fault. If Gronkowski would have never retired, we'd be Super Bowl champions again. Everybody else fault except Tom Brady. Dexter Flash was good. Like seriously though. Like seriously. Is that always everybody else's fault except for Tom Brady? Got a billion excuses for when he doesn't get the job done. And then you give him all the credit when I've seen at least 3 times the defense have won championship and somehow Tom Brady get all the credit for winning those championships. He's the greatest quarterback of all time, but when the defense makes a play, all the credit goes to Tom Brady. Every bit of it. He's the greatest of all time. That Patriots offense ran, when they played the Eagles, they ran for nearly 200 yards. They ran for nearly 200 yards. Even the Rams also, the Rams game. Offensive line, their running game was absolutely amazing. And somehow Tom Brady got all the credit for that. But as soon as he's single-handedly the reason why they lost the game against the Titans, Tom Brady single-handedly lost them the game, cost them the game because this damn dude couldn't throw more than 15 damn yards. That dude was throwing ducks out there. And Drew Brees, oh my God, that dude couldn't throw. And look, I said on my Facebook page, if you gotta bring in Taysom Hill to throw deep passes, you've already got eliminated from the playoffs. Go look at it. It's there. My profile is absolutely public. You guys can check it out. It's public. I said it. If you have to bring in a backup quarterback just so you can get the ball downfield, you've already lost the game. You've already been eliminated. And damn if I wasn't right. If quarterbacks cannot make boundary throws in this league, you are done. The day that Matt Ryan cannot put anything and make those deep throws on the sideline, you are done. He is done. Tom Brady cannot. I saw at least 4 passes on the sideline with Tom Brady. The damn ball hit the ground before he even got to the receiver because he couldn't get anything on the throw. And yet we talking about this dude needs help. Yeah, he need a goddamn arm. He need a whole new arm. That's what he need. He need a whole new damn arm. The hell will help. Better put a damn rocket on that bitch or something. Cause ain't nothing gonna help him. He better go to the Ravens so he can hand the damn ball off to a running back and throw 5-yard passes like Peyton Manning did it in Denver. But I love it. I love it. And you're right, absolutely right about that. Absolutely right about that. Drew Brees absolutely has been showing his age too. It's just time for these guys to give it up. It's time for these guys to give it up. These guys are old. And I hear all these people saying over and over and over again, Tony Romo, Tom Brady, he's going to come back and he's going to show everybody. It may not be with the Patriots, but he's just going to show everybody how great he is. The greatness of Tom Brady. He's just going to show everybody, including the Patriots. He's just going to show everybody everything. Like, come on, bro. Man, that dude up here skipping balls to wide receivers. Like you playing goddamn field hockey or something. That dude up here skipping the damn balls to cornerback. Nah, bro, I don't think that's how that happened. It actually has to be in the air. Okay, this ain't soccer. This ain't field hockey. The ball actually has to get to the wide receiver. They dude up here skipping passes to wide receivers. Talking about the greatness of Tom Brady. Man, that dude look, man, I can throw further than him right now. I ain't threw a ball in years. I know I can do better than that. And not even talk about Drew Brees. They bringing in they bringing up backup quarterbacks to throw the ball deep. They bringing in backup quarterbacks to throw the ball deep because Drew Brees can't do it anymore. And yet you're paying this by what? Nearly $40 million? $34, $35 million to not be able to throw the ball deep? Okay. It's amazing, bro. It's amazing how many excuses everybody else have, every quarterback in the league has for the most part. Especially these guys like Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers. How many times Aaron Rodgers has folded in the playoffs? Oh, but he just throws the ball. Nobody can make those throws, Aaron Rodgers. Well, that may be true, but how many times has this dude folded in the playoffs? Folded in the regular season in big games. Yet we're still hanging on to that 1 year where that defense was absolutely electric. Offensive was pretty damn good with Green Bay. Outside of that 1 year, what the hell is Aaron Rodgers done since? but he's Aaron Rodgers. He's a bad man. He's a bad man. Matt Ryan is steady every year, every single year. Matt Ryan got to come back, make 3 or 4 comeback wins in a season, and we still talking about Aaron Rodgers is a bad man. This man just passed, or he been past Joe Montana, who is perceived as the greatest clutch quarterback in NFL history. Matt Ryan passed him. But we still talking about some damn Aaron Rodgers is clutch. We still talking about Tom Brady is clutch. Matt Ryan has to be clutch. He would have more comeback wins than that if he had a defense that could actually hold the damn lead. We would have a championship by now if a defense could hold the lead. Falcons would be Super Bowl champions right now if the defense just decided to stop somebody in the second half of the game. Nope, couldn't do that. And that's right, man. The Falcons did give a blueprint. And I said that. I said that a long time ago. I said that. I said it earlier. That every time the Falcons played the Saints, it happened last year and the year before that. When the Saints was on this long run, I think they were 13-3 a couple of years ago. The Saints came in. No, it was when I think it was last year. It could have been the year before. But when DeMonte Casey picked off Drew Brees that game, when he picked off Drew Brees and they quote unquote said Drew Brees was injured because he got hit by Desmond Trufant. Nah, bro, we just whooped that ass. We just exposed them. Every time we played the Saints, the same thing. All right, we gave the blueprint to the Dallas Cowboys, and the Dallas Cowboys end up putting out the Saints. It happens every single time. We give them a blueprint on how to beat them, and we did it again. The Vikings admitted to it, that they took what we did against the Saints and used it against them. Why? Because Mr. Michael Thomas is not an electric receiver. He's not an electric receiver. He's not. Like I said, this dude up here skipping passes. Can barely throw the ball more than 10 yards, and we still talking about Matt Ryan sucks? Matt Ryan is not the same quarterback as far as his deep ball is concerned. He's losing a little bit off his deep ball, but Matt Ryan at least has 3 to 4 years left. Well, he can at least throw the damn ball 20 yards. Tom Brady and Drew Brees can't even do that right now. Ben Roethlisberger can't stay off that damn IR. Every time he turn around, his damn leg or hip, shoulder, elbow, concussion. This dude was a walking crash test dummy. But somehow Matt Ryan gets disrespected. Triple G, man, like I said, I'm not even going to put that on Drew Brees because you shouldn't put him in that position right now, especially when you have the ball. It was first down. Taysom Hill ran had that big run. All you have to do for the most part is just run the ball, keep using Taysom Hill, run the ball, make big plays, use Kamara, use Taysom Hill, use Devontae Murray, run the clock out, kick a field goal, use Lutz, and get a field goal. Nope, that dude got cocky. After a big run, he wants to come out and throw the ball. I don't even think it was a play-action play. He comes out, throw the ball on the next play. Drew Brees fumbled the ball. after Minnesota Vikings get after the quarterback. Yep. Got cocky. D-boy a dog, man. Dude, the Falcons impacted the playoffs seeding big time. Absolutely, bro. Real Patman, what's good, dog? What's good, Pat? Cookie, Devontae, what's good, dog? But every year in the playoffs, teams always find and look at the Atlanta Falcons Saints matchups and use that concept, use that game plan against them in the playoffs. It happens every time. Happens every single time. But like I said before, even with Sean Payton being able to create mismatches in the passing game, which he is very good at, but that dude's ego is too massive. This is the reason why this is the reason why the Saints are pretty much done. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if this man get the hell out of here. I wouldn't be surprised to see breaking news: Sean Payton decides to resign as the New Orleans Saints head coach and somehow ends up with the Dallas Cowboys. I wouldn't be surprised he end up trying to find a way to get to Dallas. Raymond, bro, like I said, there was a bunch of people, even on this channel, man. People was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe we trade Muhammad Sanu. He is so good." Muhammad Sanu wasn't that great. Not trying to disrespect him, but there was nothing really spectacular about Muhammad Sanu. We was getting the exact same production from Austin Hooper that we were getting from Muhammad Sanu. There was no need to keep him here. As your boy Lieutenant Dan says, Muhammad Sanu is just he's fucking holding Russell Gage back. Get him the fuck away from this team. Yeah, Muhammad Sanu was keeping this team from really showcasing their talent with Russell Gage, Olamide, I hope I say the name, Zacchaeus. Those guys pretty much showcased their talent when we traded Muhammad Sanu. And then this dude goes to one of the greatest offensive minds. He goes to one of the best offensive minds in football. And Josh McDaniels, and somehow they trying to run him out of trying to run Muhammad Sanu out of New England. And somehow we got a number 2 pick. I don't even know how we got a number 2 pick for Muhammad Sanu. Damn, they finessed him for real, dog. 54. 54 or 55, I forget. Second round pick for that. For Muhammad Sanu. Man, this dude out here catching punts, bro. He doing everything except for catching passes. Muhammad Sanu doing everything in New England besides catching passes. Bro. Chris White is a one. What's good, man? Jarvis Williams, what's good, dog? That dude, yeah, Raymond, like this dude had 1 catch for 11 yards against the Titans. Against the Titans. Against the Titans. Bruh. Come on, man. Let's be real. Let's be real. Matt Ryan is a much better quarterback than what he's been given credit. Mohamed Sanu was a lost. He was lost in Cincinnati. This dude was like a fourth or fifth receiver in Cincinnati. He came to Atlanta and he's a number 2 receiver. He leaves the Falcons and he's not even the best. He's not even number 2 target with the Patriots. They're trying to run his ass out of New England. Yeah, we talking about Matt Ryan is overrated. Like, bro, y'all gonna hear this from me. Bro, y'all gonna hear this with me, bro. Call me a Ryanite, call me a homer, whatever. But Matt Ryan is a much better quarterback than people give him credit for. Yeah, you're right about that. I've always said that Kyle Shanahan is great. He is awesome when it comes down to maximizing running backs. Oh man, I don't think there's a better offensive coordinator in the league that gets more out of their running backs than Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan gets more out of running backs than any offensive coordinator in this game. And I go to bat with anybody with that. And y'all know how I feel about Kyle Shanahan. This dude can make any running back look like an all-pro. That's just facts, bro. You see what he did for Freeman? See what he did for Coleman? That dude, like I said, that dude is a wizard when it comes down to maximizing running back talent. If you want to run a game, you want a balanced attack, hire Kyle Shanahan. He is that guy. Bro, Grizzly God of Sauce, bro, I'm trying to tell you. Bro, I'm trying to tell you. You got Julio, who easily commands a double team, sometimes a triple team. Calvin Ridley, Austin Hooper, all these guys can get open. And you tell me that Mohamed Sanu is some great receiver? If he was so, like I said, if he was so great, why'd he go to New England and they trying to run him out of New England, bro? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Man, look, I think that's BS. I think the idea that the Pats did not know how to use Mohamed Sanu is bullshit. Why? Because that's all they have on their team: slot receivers and tight ends, guys who can get open. They know exactly. You can't convince me that Bill Belichick, Josh McDaniels don't know how to use Mohamed Sanu. Nobody can convince me that. Nobody can convince me that this dude did not know how to use Mohamed Sanu. Hell, he can't do nothing but catch fade routes and slants. It shouldn't be that hard. That was actually a mistake, Anthony. My bad. If Cutter starts the offense with the 0-3 start, will they fire him? Man, look, I've given up. I've given up on firing Dirk Cutter, man. I don't think they'll ever fire this guy. I think he's gonna either have to walk away, but I doubt. I've just given up on the idea of Dirk Cutter being fired by the Atlanta Falcons. I just don't. I don't think they'll ever fire this guy. That's a great point, is man. Like Kyle Shanahan, Mike Shanahan, they've always been great maximizing running back potential. Always. So anytime, I don't know a lot of people realize it, but anytime Matt Ryan has a running game, 1,000 yard rusher, easily, easily, Matt Ryan is going to advance us to the NFC Championship. 1,200 yards rushing for Matt Ryan with Julio Jones. Yeah, we're going to the NFC Championship. Falcons are going to win games when they have a 1,200 yard rush or 1,200 yards rushing combined. Anytime it's over 1,200, Matt Ryan is going to lead your team to championships, or at least the opportunity to win a championship. As far as AFC, NFC championships are concerned, Matt Ryan is going to do that. Well, who they did play him outside. It's not that Mohamed Sanu can't play the outside. It goes back to what I was saying about Tom Brady's arm. The dude can't throw the ball outside anymore. He just can't. He cannot make those throws. And like I said, I don't necessarily think it's just all Mohamed Sanu's fault. Tom Brady just can't make those throws anymore, dog. Like I said, I saw at least 4 balls in that Titans game that hit the ground before he even got to the receiver. And we trying to blame the receivers for that? No, this dude is old as hell, man. That dude can't throw the ball. Oh my God, Falcons! Oh, extraordinaire, bro. Again, that's another like. Why does this, every time a receiver leaves Matt Ryan, Taylor Gabriel, Allen Robinson, um, damn, what's his name? Harry Douglas, Mohamed Sanu. Every time these guys leave Atlanta, you never hear from these guys again. Their career goes down the drain for the most part. And it looks as though, and I don't wish this on Mohamed Sanu, but it looks like I don't think he's getting any better. Their career start going down the drain every freaking time. I'm just saying, bro. Don't hate the player, hate the game, bro. Don't hate the player, hate the game. But 13-3, whoo boy, y'all talked all that mess. 13-3, and you still, and you still suck. You still got put out. EJ the GOAT, what's good? Hey man, I'm loving the Saints, and look, I'm cool. I'm good now. As long as the Saints and the Patriots don't win, I'm cool. I'm good. Birds Nation, what's good? Why can't Dirk Cutter get with Mike Malarkey, Matt Ryan? Look, man, I don't even know, dog. I don't know what's the issue. I hopefully we see a difference offense, but I just expect the Falcons to just go all out when it comes down to pass. I just don't see the Falcons not giving Dirk Cutter everything that he needs. And I'm this is actually a hot take as far as the draft is concerned. Prepare to see another wide receiver, dog. Prepare to see another wide receiver in the first 3 rounds. First 3 rounds, prepare yourself to see a wide receiver or a tight end. Because this team wants to, as long as Dirk Cutter is offensive coordinator, I don't see the Falcons committing to the run. Just don't see it. Dirk Cutter is never committed to any run everywhere he's been. Let me take that back. He committed to the run one time, and that was with Jacksonville with Maurice Jones-Drew. But he pretty much had to feed him the ball because Jones-Drew at the time, that dude was one of the best running backs in the league. So he had to feed him the ball. But outside of that, like this dude does not care about what running backs. He don't care about running backs. This dude don't give a damn about running the ball. His idea of running the ball is putting 4 wides on the field and spreading the ball out and running the damn draw. That's his idea of running the ball. So I do not expect the Falcons to commit any type of run, and damn sure not going to listen to Mike Mularkey because Mike Mularkey loves to run the ball. He used play action, run the ball, play action to get big plays. That's what Mike Mularkey does. You would think that it would be a great fit for Matt Ryan and Mike Mularkey, but man, the Falcons team just wants exciting plays. They want to sell tickets. They want to, just throw the ball, throw the ball, throw the ball. So as long as Dirk Cutter is on this team, I expect the Falcons to throw the ball and continue to give Dirk Cutter his weapons offensively. I think we're going to see another wide receiver. I think we could easily see another wide receiver, tight end. You damn sure going to see a running back who can catch the ball out of the backfield. Expect that from Dirk Cutter and the Falcons this offseason. I'll be shocked if the Falcons actually commit to a run this year. But it's long. Oh, shit. My bad. Why I keep fucking doing that? My bad, man. Damn it. Chase Mitchell, what's good, man? You know what? I really do like AJ Spencer, man. It seems like the Falcons are definitely gonna be in the hunt for him. Just hope he's there when we're able to draft, man. We can kind of either trade up to get another player, so we can double down on the trenches, whether it's offensive line, defensive line. But we need to double up in the trenches, dog. We need that. We need that bad. Yeah, I think Jonathan Taylor would be a pretty good. Brian Hill, in my opinion, I think he'll be a pretty good running back for the Atlanta Falcons. They decide to bring him back. But you can easily see the Falcons move away from Devontae Freeman. That's easy. And the way that Dan Quinn has pretty much stated this year, like nothing is off the table as far as switching up the running game is concerned. I think the Falcons are willing to make changes, get a guy in there who's going to get big plays because Falcons just want to make big plays. This team wants to make big plays, whether it's in the running game and passing game. Falcons just want to get big plays and make big plays. And we were not a very good offense as far as big plays is concerned. If we had gotten anything out of the defense early, this team is a playoff team. But again, man, Falcons haven't had a lot of big plays this year. Greg Knapp, Mike Sykes. Oh man, eesh. Travis Etienne is definitely a good one. Also, I got my eye on Etienne, but I'm not drafting a running back in the first 2 rounds. Maybe the 3rd round, but like I'm not drafting a running back in the first 2 rounds, man. Unless somehow these guys have these crazy combine numbers. Maybe you do it, but after that, like I don't know. Falcons got to fortify They have to continue to build these trenches, man. We can't continue to get our behind whip on the offensive line, defensive line. We got to get after the quarterback. We got to protect Matt Ryan, bro. We got to run the ball better. We got to put talent on the offensive line and defensive line. We got enough skilled players. You're going to always find skilled players. But we have to get better in the trenches. Period, point blank. The salary cap issue is not really a problem. Salary cap is never really a problem. You can easily find ways to restructure contracts, which they did. You can cut players, which they will do. But the Falcons' salary cap issue is not really that bad. I don't know where that came from, like the Falcons in salary cap hell. There's no such thing as salary cap hell. If you do it the right way, and the Falcons have a bunch of guys going into free agency. Jack Crawford, Claiborne, Devondre Campbell, Vic Beasley, all these guys are free agents. You know, Austin Hooper is a free agent also. So it's like there's no such thing as salary cap hell. I expect Vic Beasley and Austin Hooper to be back, but the Falcons aren't in salary cap hell. You got to find out. That's a Brian Kabatu. Definitely need to find out what the Falcons are going to do with Keanu O'Neal. His salary is guaranteed this year. I don't see him going anywhere. I don't see him going anywhere. So the Falcons could kind of help him out playing cover two, as well as, you know, possibly moving him to a linebacker, have him play more linebacker, play close to the line like a Thomas Davis. I think the Falcons could do that, but for the most part, man, I don't know what to do with Keanu O'Neal. Like, I honestly don't know what to do with Keanu O'Neal, man. David was good, man. As long as the Patriots and the Pootats, them ain'ts, bro, I'm good. I'm good. I can rest easy this offseason. As long as the Saints and the Patriots lose, I'm good, bro. Do I see Sanu coming back to the Atlanta Falcons? I do not. There's absolutely no reason for Mohamed Sanu to come back. The Falcons love their young receivers. I don't see Christian Blake coming back, but I definitely see a lot in two guys on this team, and that's Zacchaeus and Russell Gage. Bringing back Mohamed Sanu will only stunt the growth of Russell Gage, who I think he's going to be an electric slot man. You got Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, Russell Gage in the slot, Zacchaeus, Austin Hooper more than likely coming back. I just don't see how Mohamed Sanu fits in to what the Falcons are going to do. And more than likely, the Falcons are going to draft another wide receiver. And if they go all defense in this draft, they're more than likely going to draft a running back and a wide receiver. That's just going to happen. So I don't see how Mohamed Sanu would fit on this team, especially if Dirk Cutter is on the team. Dirk Cutter is going to want his guy at receiver. And I don't think, for just going to be honest, I don't think Mohamed Sanu is anything that he's not fast. He doesn't have this crazy athleticism. Just doesn't fit a Dirk Cutter scheme. I just don't see how and why the Falcons will bring him back, especially after they traded him. And he's gonna cost some money. He's gonna cost. He's going to cost you $4 to $5 million to bring him at for the vet minimum. I'm not giving Muhammad Sanu $4 or $5 million to be a slot receiver. I'm just not doing it. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure with Vic Beasley, but the way things are just set up, man, I just don't know. I don't know what this team is thinking at this moment, and that's why I always say just kind of figure out what they're doing defensively, where they want to go. I just don't know, bro. Honestly, I just don't know. The Falcons could easily, like I said, Falcons could easily fool everybody and end up getting another damn receiver like Jared Judy from Alabama. Man, the Falcons could do some dumb shit like that. Like we've done it before. We just love receivers and skill positions. I you guys are right about that. I can definitely see the Falcons going offensive line, especially when you have um the left guard position. Wet Schweitzer is a free agent as well. I expect him to be back. He may be a restricted free agent. But I expect him to be back. That left guard position that's still up in the air, but everyone else on the offensive line is pretty much solid. Um, but I could easily see the Falcons go offensive line in the first round, second round for sure. But they need to address the offensive line. That's for damn sure. Look, Dontari Poe back on defense. I think he was on IR. But if you want to bring back Poe for veteran leadership and the vet minimum, I wouldn't be against it. Falcons always need depth. You always need experience. You have a guy like Grady Jarrett, Sanat, Tyler Davidson. I don't know if he'll be back. Think they'll try to bring him back as well. But the Falcons always it's always need for depth. Hey Jay, hey man, I don't look. Don't don't trust the Falcons, bro. If a receiver, if an explosive receiver like Judy is there, I'm telling you, bro. Don't be surprised if the Falcons do some crap like that because they did it with Calvin Ridley, and we know the mentality of Dirk Cutter and Thomas Dimitrov. They love receivers, bro. I'm telling you, don't be surprised. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but don't be surprised if it does happen. Okay, right, Anthony. Yeah, he's a restricted. He's an unrestricted free agent. Okay, so he is a free agent. Austin Hooper needs to come back. That's for sure. I don't see him going anywhere. Falcons have to, continue to get him, put some plays together and him game plan Austin Hooper. I thought they did a pretty bad job of game planning Austin Hooper. It's like everything, was pretty much just he was security blanket. I didn't think Dirk Cutter did a good job of actually, featuring Austin Hooper the way he should be. Still a nut. This is an easy draft, all Trench players. Man, I think so. I think so, man. Anytime you have a great defensive tackle and Grady Jarrett in the middle of the field, man, you gotta double up. You gotta get this dude some help, man. I can't depend on Tack for obvious reasons. I think he's a damn nut for one, and two, he's just often injured. And three, I just don't know if he's committed to football. Like this dude just acts crazy sometimes. I don't know what. I just don't know what Tack's issue is, man. I'm telling y'all, watch. If a elite receiver, if the Falcons have a receiver that they feel is elite, the Falcons are going to draft a receiver. I'm telling you, watch. Watch what I tell you. I'm going to be hot as hell, but I'm telling you, bro. I know Dirk Cutter and I know Thomas Dimitrov. Them dudes love the hell out of some. They love the hell out of some receivers. I'm telling you, they want to throw the ball. They want to pass it. They want to pass the ball. I will not be surprised. But yes, I totally agree, man. The Falcons could easily, franchise tag Austin Hooper, as well as sign him to a new contract. But I expect him to be back, man. Don't expect the Falcons just let him walk. I don't think that'll ever happen. But your boy Chase is committed. He said he will be entering the draft. So we'll see with that. Yeah, you're right, Triple G, man. You're right, man. I just don't see the Falcons um, letting Austin Hooper go, especially when you spent so much time developing him. Just why would you let him go? I mean, you didn't trade him. You knew that you weren't going to resign him. If that was the case, why would you just try to get something for him? And I think it's been announced that the Falcons will not receive any compensation picks this year. So that's another reason. I just don't know why you would do that. Young Wei Koo is a free agent. Michael Bennett, a couple of other guys. But yeah, Jonathan Cyprian, JJ Wilcox, those guys are actually free agents as well. But the Falcons have some. They definitely have some, things to worry about, man. I expect the Falcons to kind of get things squared away. But man, I appreciate everybody for continuing to support your boy here at Mad Mike Sports, man. But your boy getting hungry, man. Your boy getting hungry. Skills, what's good, Skills? Hold on. I know this Falcon. Mr. Beasley, come on, bro. What do you mean? What are they trying to trade? Have you seen the Hawks? Man, they can't rebound a damn beach ball. They can't rebound for shit. Having a Andre Drummond with Collins and a true point guard like Trey Young, bro. In my opinion, I think that would make Falcons. But I think bringing in a Drummond, I think that immediately makes the Hawks a Eastern Conference threat. Not only do you have a dominant scorer and a true point guard, you have a true power forward as well as a center that can defend, score in the paint, and rebound. How are you going to stop that? Then you have Cam Reddish, DeAndre Hunter, those guys. How are you going to stop that? Just don't know. I think Arthur Blank has already put pressure on these guys. They need to get it done, or more than likely we'll see the Falcons kind of, pretty much call it, wrap it up. I think we'll pretty much start to, look for the next quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons if 2020 doesn't go the way that they hope. Falcons are trying to win, all right? That's the reason why they brought back Thomas Dimitrov and Dan Quinn, because they're trying to win. All right, they're not trying to rebuild. But if it doesn't go the way that they hope this season, you can pretty much wrap it up, man. They're gonna start looking for the quarterback of the future. And Dan Quinn will be fired. That's no doubt about that. Oh, don't worry about Derek Brown. We're not getting him. So don't even dream about it. Don't even talk about it. Don't even think about it. We're not getting Derek Brown. It's not happening. We're not getting them. So let's not talk about it. I know there would be a great tandem with Grady Jarrett and Derek Brown next to each other. Whoo, that would be insane, bro. You got Kaminsky, Tack. Those guys can, do something if the Falcons decide to let Vic Beasley walk. Could be something. Iron Mike, you would prefer the Falcons to trade down. If their guys aren't there, if their guy, because I think when you're sitting at 16, if their guy isn't there, and you have a team that's trying to contend for a championship, they're sitting in a spot where they need their guy to help, add to their team. You could see the Falcons trading back to get more picks. I could see that happening. But if the Falcons guy isn't there, um, I can see them trading back. But if he's there, I don't see why you wouldn't pick that guy. And maybe AJ Expensive is that guy. Hopefully he is. I like him. I think he can provide the Falcons, especially with the new defense. Yeah, I think he can add something, another dimension to the Falcons, man. A sad Falcons fan, man. Look, man, damn crybabies. I don't know how many times this team, you sitting up here 13-3, you trying to tell me that you at home, bro, you blew the game. Stop complaining. Stop crying. It's over with. It's done. It's done. What is left to cry about? What else can you cry about? How many times you gonna sit up here and blame everybody else for your lack? You sucked. Nobody else's fault but you. You suck. Okay? That's your fault. That shit suck. You suck. So I'm just glad that the Patriots, I'm glad that the Saints are out. And now I can really just truly focus on this draft offseason and what left for the Atlanta Falcons. They actually made a couple of moves as far as the coaching staff is concerned. They brought in the Green Bay Packers. Don't remember his name, but they brought in a Green Bay Packers team, of a former Green Bay Packers defensive back coach. Um, a couple of guys who were known for actually help build, a couple of coaches that are defensive back coaches. So they bring in a couple of guys here and there as far as the defensive back coaches are concerned. They're going to aid and help with the Isaiah Oliver, Sheffield, Jordan Miller, those young guys in the secondary, man. And I think that was the right way to go. I think it was the right way to go for the Falcons because obviously they're saying they need to help improve coverage with this team because the first half of the season, man, yeah, we didn't have consistency, getting to the quarterback, but our secondary, our coverage was absolutely awful. Our secondary was absolutely awful, dog. And that's just the truth. And if they don't bring in a defensive line coach, they're obviously going to let Dan Quinn be that guy. Well, not let Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn is going to coach the defensive line. Do what he does best. Should we keep Desmond Trufant? People. Yes, we're going to keep Desmond Trufant. I can't say anything outside of 22, maybe. 22, you quite possibly see Desmond Trufant be going, but for the most part, I expect Desmond Trufant here with the Atlanta Falcons for the next 2 years. Unless something crazy happens and you can afford to, you know, take some chances far the salary cap is concerned. You hit a home run with a defensive back. Maybe Sheffield turned into this great corner. Maybe Isaiah Oliver turned this great corner. And you can afford to, release a guy like Desmond Trufant, take that cap hit because you have pretty good players. I don't see Desmond Trufant going anywhere anytime soon. He's still the best corner on this team. Why would you trade him? A1 Kalak, what's good? Don't see the Falcons doing anything with Desmond Trufant, so he's going to be here. Trufant had a damn good season for the most part. He missed a couple of games, about 2 or 3 games because of a foot injury, a toe injury. But yeah, man, dude played his ass off. Campbell is a free agent. I don't expect him to come back. Devondre Campbell think he's better than what he actually is, which he's not. He think he's better than Anthony Ball, which he's not. I don't know what this dude. This dude think he's just some all pro linebacker or something. That dude can't cover a damn thing. He can't cover a damn infant coming out of the backfield. He think he's gonna get Anthony Barr numbers. Like, bro, stop. Matty Ghost was good. Choked again. That's what they do best. That's what they do best. Choke, 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 choke. Look, man, I just said that earlier. I just said that earlier. I don't expect the Falcons to go defensive. I expect them to address the offensive line, the defensive line. But if that guy, Jared Judy, is sitting there in the Falcons and he's high on their board, oh, believe me, they're gonna go after a wide receiver. Why wouldn't they? They've already shown that. They've already shown that they really covered wide receivers. You needed help on the defensive line, and you drafted Calvin Ridley. Falcons clearly need defensive line help, and they drafted Calvin Ridley when we did not need him. So do not be surprised if Judy is sitting there and the Falcons, they better, watch. Do not be surprised. Not saying that's going to happen, but I'm just telling you what to watch out for. If it happens, do not be surprised because you heard me say it. But I still think the Falcons are going to finally, especially with Dan Quinn, retaining Dan Quinn and making Raheem Morris the defensive coordinator, are finally going to give the defense what they deserve, and that's at least a draft where they can get their talent, get their guys. And don't be surprised if the Falcons go defensive back, whether it's a safety or a corner. Do not be surprised if the Falcons get a safety or a corner in the draft also with the first round pick. Don't be surprised. But I think they're going to do the right thing. Get an offensive lineman, get a defensive lineman, and give Grady Jarrett and that defensive line some help. Because if Vic Beasley isn't back, what's the point? What's the point of making him the defensive coordinator if you're not going to give him that guy, that talent to work with? It's all for naught. So I expect them to fully take advantage of that. Walter Lance, what's good? Matty Ghost, what's good? Thanks for the super chat, bro. That's something that I could actually see happening, especially with the Falcons that need depth on the defensive side of the ball, especially with defensive line. You don't know if Vic Beasley coming back. You can draft a guy that could play in the mode of a Vic Beasley. Still think Vic Beasley is a pretty good player, but in case the Falcons just don't want to pay Vic Beasley whatever he's seeking, you can draft someone to come in and kind of play his role of being the defensive end / linebacker who can cover much better than Devontae Campbell. Yeah, I think the Falcons could easily, do that, trade down to get more picks. So hell yeah, I think that's something that we should be looking at. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that to get, a couple of more picks. Absolutely. What they sit at the 16 right now and end up in the 20s. Yeah, I can see that happening. Man, look, bro. Drive every Alabama wide receiver. Look, man. I don't trust Thomas Dimitrov when it comes down to drafting right guys Anytime there's a big time offensive player, yeah, trust me, that dude can't. Look, we're gonna try to do it. If a wide receiver is sitting there and he's high on the Falcons draft board, trust me, they're gonna draft a wide receiver. I don't trust that dude. I do not trust him whatsoever. Devondre Campbell is a free agent. No need to release him. He is a free agent. Do not expect him to be back. If he is, it would be if Devondre Campbell is back, it would be later on near training camp where you can get him for the minimum. Maybe $3 million or so, $4 million late in training camp. That's the only way I can see Devondre Campbell coming back. There's no real market for Campbell, and he doesn't get the contract that he thinks he's worth. Yeah, I can see him coming back and be, the Falcons taking the chance on doing that with Devondre Campbell, bringing him back for like $3-4 million. I think that'll be a pretty smart move. But for the most part, I just don't see Devondre Campbell coming back. But absolutely, bro. Still not, yeah, man. We gotta address the trenches, man. It's time to address those trenches. We have to address the trenches, man. I'm so tired of not having young talent along the defensive line, and we're still, we're bringing back Adrian Claiborne for like the 1900th time, bringing back all these, these third-rate defensive linemen that teams got rid of, like Jack Crawford. And Jack Crawford wasn't bad, but at the same time, like, bro, can we draft our own players? At some point, can we draft our own defensive line and develop these guys? We haven't had the ability to. We haven't had a defensive lineman to develop outside attack this year, past year, with Kaminsky, who's not really sitting a lot of time. Dean Sonata seeing absolute no time. We're not really developing these players, man. I like Isaiah Simmons. I wouldn't be I wouldn't be surprised if he is taken by the Atlanta Falcons because of the new scheme. I think he could be a cover two strong safety, especially with Raheem Morris calling the plays on defense. I could definitely see, Isaiah Simmons being drafted by the Atlanta Falcons, but I just don't know at 16 with Isaiah Simmons. Man, if you can get 2 first rounders for Keanu Neal, bro, that's one hell of a steal, especially a guy that's been injured. If you can get 2 first rounders for Keanu Neal, been hurt 2 years in a row, look, man, I need your agent. I need his agent. I need your GM. If you can get 2 first rounders for Keanu Neal, yeah, go ahead, bro. This is probably the prime. I think this is probably the perfect time for the Falcons to trade down. Like I said, if AJ Spencer is there, Isaiah Simmons, I could see them getting those two guys. But AJ Spencer, especially if Vic Beasley is going, AJ Spencer, if he's sitting there, the Falcons will more than likely draft him. There's a couple of other guys who I will mention later when I finish the draft and off season. But like they are definitely guys, offensive linemen as well, that I feel as though that the Falcons could trade down and end up getting. But for the most part, man, like I said, if AJ Spencer is there, I think they will draft him. Maybe a corner, but the talent is definitely there, and I could definitely see the Falcons trade down if their player isn't there. We got the beef up. Beef it up, beef it up, beef it up. Hey, now I don't know about beef it up. I think we do need size, but more importantly, size. I think we need size and athleticism. I just don't. I don't want big fat defensive lineman just sitting in the middle. He can't get after the quarterback. You got to get you know defensive linemen who are not only big but they can actually move around. Like a guy like a Rasheed Hageman, like guys that play. Like Cam Jordan. These guys are big. They're beefy and they can get after the quarterback. Guys like Sheldon Rankin, guys like K1 Short. Like these guys aren't massive, but these guys have enough mass and they're athletic on top of it. And I think that's what the Atlanta Falcons can and will look forward to doing. So it's more importantly the size. I just think they need guys who can not only again, you know, stop the run, but they can get after the quarterback as well. So I'm not necessarily worried about size because Tyler Davidson, even though he's like 305 pounds, he's stout against the run, man, and he's not a great athlete, but he's a better athlete than that I ever thought he was. And he's like only 300, and he's an excellent defensive tackle against the run, bro. Did a great job. Absolutely. Well, Tampa with Todd Bowles, they played a lot of man press coverage, and they just did a lot of stunting and blitzing. Man, they sent everybody. Todd Bowles is the guy that plays press man. Very seldom that he plays zone. Actually, the game against the Falcons, when they played zone, they pretty much just got the Falcons just destroyed them. So they don't play a ton of zone, but Todd Bowles, what he likes to do is just put pressure on the quarterback, send cornerbacks and linebackers, just a lot of stunting, blitzing. Like he does a lot of things up front to kind of confuse the offensive line and the quarterback so he doesn't get comfortable. So I can see the Falcons definitely doing a lot of that. We've seen that in the second half of the season with Raheem Morris that the Falcons played more man. They did a lot of stunting. They had defensive linemen actually coming out and playing in coverage. A lot of zone blitzes. They did a lot of new things, man. A lot of different things. So I expect the Falcons to just maximize that, man. Maximize what they've already done this year. But yeah, we definitely need a center slash guard until Alex Mack decides to hang it up. I expect the Falcons to address the offensive guard slash center position because you just want to be prepared for Alex Mack potentially retiring. All right, you don't want to be ill prepared for his retire. I think maybe the Falcons will do something stupid or crazy that we don't expect in the offseason. And that's releasing Alex Mack, and then potentially, I don't see potentially them bringing back. If the Falcons decide to release Alex Mack, I doubt it. If Alex Mack is just going to sit back and just take it and say, "Oh, you release me, I'll come back and play for less money," I don't see that happening. So if the Falcons are smart, they will draft a center in the third, fourth rounds to be the potential heir apparent to Alex Mack. But do not be surprised if the Falcons do something crazy and releasing Alex Mack. Don't be surprised. Especially. But absolutely, man. But I appreciate everybody for continuing to support your boy, man. Here at Mad Mike Sports, bro. You guys are new to the channel. Anybody that is a Falcons fan, if you're not a Falcons fan, you want to talk about anything and everything, just hit me up, hit that subscribe button, tell your friends to come chat Falcons football with your boy, man. But I'm gone, baby. Peace. Appreciate everybody for continuing to support your boy. I truly appreciate that, man. Even if we don't agree with everything, I appreciate everybody for your continued support. But I'm out, man. Peace.